when you look this good, I mean, can we get into the hair? Please, before we start the video, we gotta just admire Miss Shakira Mariam because, oh my God, hello, you see the bounce, babe, okay, and this is a sew-in, okay, I'm in my grown woman era. I overcame wig blindness. At this point, I always see the lace, so I was like, you know what, it's time for a change. It's sewing time, okay? Hello? Okay, you know what? Let me stop. But, I mean, boop, boop, beep, boop. Hello? The body has arrived. Thank you. Anyways, let's get into the video before, I'm going to keep going. I'm sorry. When you look like this, how are you not supposed to admire yourself? Anyway, let's just get into the video. Welcome to the Shakira Mariam Show. I am your host, Shakira Mariam. And today, child, we're going to be talking about a lot of things, okay? I feel super bad because last week I did not make a video. I apologize. I just been... child, I've honestly just been trying to get myself right mentally and get myself in this beautiful stage where I can just blossom and become the best version of myself. So last week I was just setting up plans for what I want to do for the year, all the addictions and bad habits that I want to stop and all my goals. So I was like, you know what, let me just take the week off. But we are back, okay? And the first thing that we're going to get into is something I saw on TikTok where they are now policing dark-skinned women about what hair colors we should be wearing, okay? Dark-skinned girls, it looks like we just can't catch a break. Every single week, we're being brought up in some sort of conversation where somebody's trying to police us about something, somebody's trying to tell us that we're doing something wrong, somebody's trying to make fun of us unprovoked. At this point, I just think the world is obsessed with us because we really do be chilling. And people just be out of nowhere. And next thing you know, we're the topic of conversation. So I want to get into the video so we could just, talk about it, okay? So let's get into the video.
I definitely know I'm finna say something controversial right now, but some of y'all are giving black and mild with these blonde wigs. And not trying to say that brown and dark-skinned women can't wear blonde because there's so many cute color blondes that fit skin tones that I just be like, ooh, that ate. It was one girl on here, I wish I knew her TikTok name, but she a chocolate girl and she wore this real pretty ash blonde. Oh my God, when I said that shit was hitting, I think I even put in the comments, when I say black women need to wear blonde hair, this is the kind of blonde I'm talking about. But the rest of y'all... get that 613 hair out the pack. You think you toned it because you threw some purple shampoo on it. No, ma'am. Just because you ashed it a little and toned it out a little bit with some purple shampoo, it's still giving black and mild. Yellow top, brown, black bottom. I don't like it. It doesn't go well. It's bumblebee. So I really feel like find the right color blonde for your skin tone. Because any color can fit anybody's skin tone, literally. Everybody can be blonde. Everybody can be red. Everybody can be purple, blue, green, whatever. But the right shade of that color makes a huge difference in how it looks on your skin. Whether it has a yellow undertone or red undertone or blue undertone, green undertone, something. You need to figure out which color matches your skin better and put that on. But the black and mild blondes, I'm just not a fan of.
So, this sparked a conversation on TikTok where a lot of people were mad that she said this, okay? And I wanted to just state my opinion about the whole video, honestly. And when I was listening to her, I do think that she had some valid points because as a dark-skinned girl, when you wear blonde, you want to make it look natural, okay? You don't want it to be obvious that you clearly put on a wig. You know what I'm saying? So I get what she's saying from the standpoint of you got to find the right shade of blonde. Because even me, when I wear blonde, I wear a certain shade of blonde that looks very natural. It's like it goes brown a little bit into an ombre, then it goes into blonde, and it looks very natural on my skin tone, as opposed to wearing a full 613 wig, and it doesn't look as natural. However, I don't believe when dark-skinned girls wear a 613 wig, they look ugly. I've seen a lot of dark-skinned girls wear a 613 wig and look flawless and look fire, because at the end of the day, when you're dark skinned, your skin literally goes with everything. You know what I mean? So it may not have that natural look that she's talking about, where it, you know, it can come off like you just got your hair done. Like it'll be obvious that it's clearly a wig because it's a 613 right out of your fucking pulling right out of your lace. Yeah, but I don't believe that it looks ugly on us. And the thing is, like, this whole black and mild conversation has been a thing for a while. Like, people have been saying this about dark-skinned girls for a while. Oh, we can't wear blonde. You don't look good in blonde. No, dark-skinned girls, you can wear blonde, okay? But like she said, you do have to find the right shade of blonde for it to look natural. But if you do want to put on a 613, don't think that you can't do it and you're not going to look good, because like I said, I've seen a lot of dark-skinned girls put on a 613 and it looks really good on them, but it doesn't look as natural as, you know, putting on different shades that would come off as like, okay, like, you know, clearly she's not putting on a wig. You know what I mean? Now, on the other hand, while I do agree with her about the whole finding the right shade and blah, 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 the problem with this video and why so many people got mad is because the conversation was only directed towards dark-skinned women. Every single time you guys have a conversation about makeup or hair, it's like dark-skinned women are at the forefront of the conversation just to be criticized. And it's as if every other group of women are doing it perfectly fine and we're the only ones fucking up. That was the problem. When she started the video, she immediately pointed out dark-skinned girls and brown-skinned girls, as if we're the only ones who are picking the wrong shades of wig colors. This is the thing. I know colorism has brainwashed the world into believing that light is right and white is right. So you guys feel like the only room for criticism is towards dark-skinned women. Okay? But I'm here to tell you, white is not always right and light is not always right. So the problem with this video is you felt like dark-skinned girls were the only ones who should be called out, when in reality, when it comes to wig colors and wearing the wrong shades, it's not just a dark-skinned girl thing. Not every single time a white girl wears a certain hair color, she looks good. Not every single time you see a light-skinned girl with a different hair color, she looks good too. Why is it that dark-skinned girls were at the forefront of this conversation as if we're the only ones getting it wrong? I've seen plenty of light-skinned girls put on certain hair colors that literally just made them look washed out and way too pale, and it wasn't suiting them at all. Okay? And not to be throwing shade, but there are some light-skinned women who literally, they only look good in dark hair and brown hair. Any other hair color, it just looks off. And I'm just being honest. And that it's not all light-skinned women, but it's some light-skinned women. And for the most part, dark-skinned women, every single dark-skinned girl looks good in a different hair color besides black and brown. It's more common for you to find a dark-skinned girl who can wear all different types of wig colors versus finding a light-skinned girl who can wear all different types of wig colors. And I'm just being real. Okay, so my thing is, why did you make dark-skinned girls the forefront of this conversation as if we're the only ones getting it wrong, we're the only ones picking the wrong wig colors, when in reality, we're not the only ones. Like, white girls and light-skinned girls will dye their hair all the time or put on a wig that doesn't necessarily suit their face or suit their skin shade or suit their undertone too. So it's like, why is it that we're the only ones being called out? And it's because in her head, she believes that a white girl can put on any wig color and look good. And she believes that a light-skinned girl can put on any wig color and look good. And dark-skinned girls are the ones who have to be selective. And that's that internalized colorism right there. When in reality, all of us need to look at what different wig colors that we should be wearing. It's not just dark-skinned girls. So that was the problem here. And I feel like a lot of people were missing that. Yes, she was right. You do need to find the right, wig color for your skin shade. That's very true. Like, and there are different shades of colors and different shades of blonde that dark-skinned girls should explore just so it looks more natural on their skin. Trust me, I get that. I'm here for it. But the problem with her is she only called us out. She ain't talk about the light-skinned girls who, trust me, I've seen it a lot. I've seen light-skinned girls literally dye their hair fucking ginger and they look like literally like a mess. Like a mess. Like, I've seen it before. I've seen, like, not all, like, that's what I'm saying. Light is not right. Just because a girl is light-skinned, that don't mean she's gonna look good in every single wig color. She's like, why are dark-skinned girls the only ones being criticized?
Clocking.
And y'all do this with every single conversation. Like, you bring us up unprovoked. Y'all talk about us so much. Like, for a world that's supposed to be so colorist, for a world that hates dark-skinned women so much, you talk about us a lot. And it really is projection and jealousy. Because at the end of the day, dark-skinned girls, I don't care. We can rock any wig color more than any other skin shade. I don't care what nobody says. I really don't care what nobody says. It's more common to find a dark-skinned girl who can rock any wig color compared to any other group of women out here. So it's really projection. Because no, I'm sorry. I don't know. So I'm so sick of, like, people always criticizing dark-skinned girls and always making us, like, the forefront of conversations when they're trying to criticize something, as if, like, white girls are always right and light-skinned girls are always right and we're the ones who are always getting it wrong. Like, no. No. So, yeah. That was my opinion on that video, okay? But let's get into the next topic. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was Megan Thee Stallion and Torrey Craig and his ex-girlfriend. Child, basically, if you are unaware, Megan Thee Stallion is now dating some athlete named Torrey Craig, and he has an ex-girlfriend who happens to be a white woman. And she got up on her podcast with her friends and she started talking about Megan Thee Stallion. And she was low-key throwing a little shade, but in a nice, nasty way. Typically how most white women move, just so they can gaslight you later. So we're going to watch the video and then, talk about it.
Dating the Megan, was it the Megan Thee Stallion? What's her name?
Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion. Megan. I'm just gonna call her Megan.
Who's
Megan?
Who's Meg?
I don't know.
Off rip, we already starting off with the weird, nice, nasty shit. So she over here talking about he's dating what? Mike. She's acting like she don't know how to say fucking Megan. She's acting like she don't know how to say Megan. Like, Megan is not a white ass name to begin with. First of all, I probably know more white girls named Megan than black girls. You talking about you don't know how to say Megan? Megan? Girl, bye. This that nice nasty shit. A lot of white women do this. I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. Okay? A lot of times when white women be talking, they will throw shade, but they'll do it in an innocent way. So later they can gaslight you and make it seem like you're exaggerating. She knew how to say Megan. She just don't like the girl. So she wanted to mispronounce her name to show some shade. Simple as that. But you gonna look at her and think, oh, it's just innocent. She just really didn't know how to pronounce it. No, girl. You ain't fooling. You cannot trick me. Okay? I catch on to that nice, nasty shit, like, very quickly. I done dealt with white girls pretty much my whole life. I know them like the back of my hand. Seriously. So, girl, please. But let's continue.
Wonder what his type is, because you guys dated that he was talking to other girls when he was talking to you, and like they all look
very
like
similar. Like
you guys. So I'm just curious what his type.
Now, this is the part where I'm talking about doing shady shit in a low-key way. Oh, I wonder what his type is, because, you know, he's dating Megan now, but he used to date you and you look nothing like Megan, and all his other exes before Megan looked just like you. Like, they were all white, skinny girls, and now he's dating this black girl who got a lot of ass and she's slim, thick. Like, I don't understand. What is his type? Because if he only dated white girl, like, girl, you're trying to throw shade at Megan. You're trying to throw shade at Megan. But you're trying to do it in an innocent way so you could later gaslight people when they call you out on the shady shit that you do. What was the point of bringing up who his type is? What was the point of bringing up the fact that he's only dated white girls throughout his whole dating history before he got to Megan? For you to point out, like, oh, what is his type really? It's because you were trying to insinuate that Megan is really not his type and she's just for fun, and he don't really take her serious because his whole life he's only dated skinny white girls, or his whole dating history, from what you guys say, he's only dated skinny white girls. So if he's dating this black girl, it can't be for real. It can't be serious. It gotta be a joke. And they have to tell themselves these things because, like I said in my last video, white women believe they're the standard. They get very shocked when somebody shows them that you are not the first pick. They get very, very shocked because in their head, they truly believe they're the standard. So they think that people are always going to pick them first. They think that people are always going to choose them first. They're always going to be the preference. They're always going to be the top pick. Do you know how many white girls that I have met who were super shocked that a black man only dated black girls? Like, they literally were so shocked. Like, so you as a black man only date black girls? Like, what? Like, the nerve of them. Like, they genuinely believe that they are the standard and they are the top pick for everybody. And they don't understand that there are people in this world who genuinely prefer other skin tones. Just because you are the beauty standard, that doesn't mean that you are everybody's first pick in this world. Because the beauty standard is just that. Just a fucking beauty standard. It's just a fucking rule. And there's always exceptions to many rules. Okay? So, this whole thing is just weird. She was clearly trying to throw shade because she feels some type of way because her ex-boyfriend is now dating a black girl that she knows is prettier than her. She knows. Because if it was a black girl that she felt like wasn't prettier than her, she wouldn't feel no type of way and she wouldn't feel like she needed to throw shade. She felt like she needed to do all this and throw shade because she is sitting there coping with the fact that a man left her for a black girl that is actually deemed as more attractive than her. And she got called out on it. And when she got called out on it, she tried playing victim the same way all white women do. Oh my God, I can't believe people are calling me racist. I don't understand. I don't know why they're calling me racist. Like, I didn't say anything bad. I was totally taken out of context. Like, trying to get people to feel bad for her. Like, girl, you know what you was doing. You know what you and your friends were doing. Y'all was trying to be shady. Y'all was trying to be nice, nasty. Now you try and gaslight us and use your white women tears. And it's not going to work because I catch on to y'all's BS. Like, y'all all play by the same book, literally. So it's like, at some point, y'all gonna have to write up a different script because a lot of y'all move the same way and it becomes super obvious. So it's like, girl, we're not buying it, okay? We know you were throwing shade and we know that you're jealous, okay? Because a lot of white women, they really cannot stand when a black girl is deemed as more attractive than them. They really can't. They can't wrap their head around it. It shatters their whole reality that they've been living in. Because they really been believing that white girls are the best. That's what they believe in their head. Because that's what the beauty standard says. And then when they get around people that show them that the beauty standard is literally just a rule. And not everybody has to follow that rule. That's when they start fucking crashing out. Yeah, not everybody follows the beauty standard. I'm sorry. We can have a rule, but not everybody has to follow it. The beauty standard says that white girls are supposed to be the top pick, but not everybody has to follow that rule. Not everybody has to agree with that rule. So, There's exceptions to every rule, baby girl. I'm sorry. And he left you for a black girl who is bad as fuck. Just deal with it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to like. But this nice, nasty shit, it's not cute. It's not cute. It's not cute. So, yeah. I'm sorry. So, all my dark-skinned girls, all my black girls out there, please watch out for white women like this. Please. They are the most dangerous type of women out there. They're way worse than the upfront racists. Okay? Because these people, they don't believe that they're racist. But they are racist. But they really think they're not racist because they're not saying the N-word. Whole time, they internally feel some type of way about black women. And it takes the right situation to show their true colors. Hence, this bitch getting mad because her ex is now dating a black girl. So. But anyways, the next thing I wanted to talk about was none other than Miss Belculees, Miss Cardi B. And the reason I wanted to talk about Belculees, child, Belculees, every time we hear about her in the blogs, it ain't never about no damn music. Baby girl, it's 2025 now. It's been like 50,000 years. Where's the sophomore album? That's my only question. Every time Cardi B get up on the internet and she start talking shit, I'm just like, bitch, get in the motherfucking stew. Do you rap or do you tweet? Because I can't tell. Get in the booth. I'm so serious. But either way, Cardi B went up on Spaces and she started talking about how Offset is in secret competition with her and she's just now realizing it. Cardi B, you are no special than any non-black woman that goes after a nigga thinking that they are the chosen one. Okay? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everybody told you this. Okay? His previous baby mom told you this. Nicki Minaj told you this. Hell, the universe told you. I'm sorry. That nigga even told you through his actions. But you thought that you were the chosen one. You thought that you were the non-black Latina who was gonna get chose. And you somehow came to realize that, baby, he was gonna dog you out the same way he was gonna dog out the dark-skinned women you call roaches. Ain't it about a bitch? Ain't it about a bitch? Oh my God. Oh. Can't say that I feel sympathy for you because, like I said, you know, you had been warned and you chose to ignore it. So, I don't know what you're sitting up here crying to us about. Because, you know, I could really give a shit, to be honest. I could really put a digging in it, to be honest. So, you know, the thing about this whole thing that's so interesting, I just find it funny how, you know, people always say that black women are the problem, right? They always make it like, oh, I don't want to date black women because they're aggressive. Even black men, when they go date out, what do they always say? Black women are the problem. Black women are aggressive. Black women are not submissive. Black women are masculine. They're too difficult. That they always put the blame on a black woman, right? But if we look at them divorce rates, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the highest divorce rates are between a black man and a non-black woman. Literally. You guys have the highest divorce rates. And guess who has the highest success rates in marriages? Black women and white men. So my thing is, if black women are the problem, right? Yet, you know, these niggas will go date non-black women and still dog them out, still make them baby moms, still treat them like shit, still cheat on them, and then they end up getting divorced, right? And then, you know, black women go date white men and there's no issues. I'm so why are we the problem? I don't understand. Because when black women dibble and dabble with other men, there's no issues. Those other men don't see no issues with the black women. When we go dibble and dabble with Chad and Troy, they don't find no issues with us. But for some reason, black men be super loud, talking about some black women are this, black women are that, black women are that. Then why did you do the Latina the same way you was going to do the black girl? Why did you make the Latina a baby mom the same way you was going to do the black girl? Why did you dog out that white girl the same way you was going to dog out the black girl? So, like, are we really the problem here? Because even when y'all go date non-black women, you still treat them like shit and dog them out. But then when you're with us, you say that we deserve it because we're the problem. I don't know. Seems to me like black men are projecting. Seems to me like there's a common denominator here. And it ain't black women. Because like I said, when I go dibble and dabble with Troy and Chad, they don't find no issues with me. It's the black men that be finding issues. And it's all just about emotional maturity. And sometimes financial stability. Okay? Because let's be fucking for real. These niggas ain't shit these days. I'm sorry. They ain't shit financially and they ain't shit emotionally either. They're just all over the fucking place. And when I go dibble and dabble with Chad and Troy, they have the funds to spoil me and they have the emotional maturity to actually be a man and put me in a submissive state without making me feel like I am dimming myself down to make themselves feel big. So, black men, you guys got a lot to work on. The first step is accountability, but unfortunately, accountability and black men are like oil and water. So that day, I don't think I'm going to live to see that day where black men collectively take accountability for their actions. So, we're just going to have to deal with the same situation. Fine. Go date your Latinas. I will go dibble and dabble with Troy and Chad happily. Because at this point, I'm sorry. I mean, there are some black men, like I said, it's not, this is most black men. Some black men do be chill, cool, whatever. But I'm talking about the collective. Okay? So, to my black men that love black women and value us, I'm not talking about you. I love you. And I know you're watching my podcast. Please don't feel attacked. You have my heart, okay? But, yeah. I just think it's funny. Black women are this, black women are that, black women are that. Okay, but who's getting divorced the most? It's not us. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But, the next thing that I wanted to discuss was this TikTok ban. So, I only really wanted to talk about this briefly, just to say that to any creators out there on TikTok who found their place on TikTok or found their audience, found their niche, and now you feel like you have to start over, I just want to let you know that I know it seems scary right now and it seems hard, but just really, really focus and really just make sure that you are passionate about content creation, okay? Because the thing is, and this is no shade, but a lot of people on TikTok are not actually passionate about content creation. A lot of creators on TikTok are creators on TikTok because it was very easy to blow up. Because I'm just going to be honest here. TikTok is the easiest platform to blow up. So a lot of people on TikTok have clout and have all this fame, but they don't actually have a passion for content creation. They just got up on video, looked pretty, and a lot of people like them, or they did something viral one time and then everybody fucked with it. Now they have a lot of followers. And then every single video they post after that gets no views. Okay? So the thing is, I say you have to make sure you're passionate, because once you start moving on to these other platforms, once TikTok is banned and you start moving to Instagram and you start moving to YouTube, you will learn very quickly it is not TikTok's algorithm. It is much harder and much more competitive on here. Okay? And for you to actually stay consistent, you have to have the passion for it. Okay? And TikTok being banned, I do feel bad because it was a lot of people's income, and I'm definitely going to miss TikTok Shop, and I better get my motherfucking orders or me and the Chinese government going to have some words. Okay, because I definitely ordered that electric shaver thing, that electric trimmer that be going on everybody. I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I ordered that, and I ordered something else. I forget what it was, honestly, but I ordered something else, and they're supposed to come in next week, so I still better be getting my orders, even though they're being on TikTok, or me and the Chinese government are going to have some words. Point blank, period. But other than that, I will say that there are some good to TikTok being banned, because I do feel like TikTok kind of, I feel like it was the age where, like I said, it was so easy for people to blow up, to the point where talent wasn't being valued as much, because so many people were blowing up for not really doing shit. And this is not just even like, what I do with like content creation and stuff like this is even music and things like that. So I feel like with this TikTok ban, it's going to kind of close the door for mediocrity. It's going to close the door, because now people are really going to have to step up for them to be in the limelight. They're really going to have to bring something to the table for them to be in the limelight. And because TikTok is also a lot of short videos, people are now going to be going back to long form videos. So their attention span is going to be longer. So you're going to have to keep people entertained longer than 2 seconds or 30 seconds or a minute or whatever TikTok's, maximum thing is. You know what I mean? So I think that this is also going to be beneficial, because now we're going to enter a space where creativity is actually going to look like creativity. It's actually going to look like talent. It's not going to look like a bunch of bland bitches who are blowing up for simply just doing nothing. You know what I mean? Or, a bunch of Ice Spices blowing up just because they said munch, munch, munch. So I think that TikTok, it had a good era. It was a very good app. And there are good and downsides to it. And what I have to say is my path, I would never be here without TikTok. Honestly, I blew up on TikTok. That's how you guys are even on my podcast right now. That's how I even have a podcast to begin with. If I didn't blow up on TikTok, I knew Instagram wasn't going to make me blow up. And I would have had to start YouTube from scratch. I was able to move my TikTok followers over to my YouTube, which tremendously helped me in my growth, because I already started with subscribers. I already started with like 3,000 of y'all here. So I am very thankful for TikTok. TikTok has done a lot for me. TikTok has put me on blogs. Like I was on the neighborhood talking, the TikTok has put me on the map. I've even been on like 8 at the Table, Daily Wrap Up Crew. TikTok has actually done a lot for me. I'm not going to lie. So I'm very thankful for TikTok. TikTok has done a lot for me, okay? And for you guys who actually followed me from my TikTok, or you guys know me from my TikTok, I love you guys so much, because the loyalty is insane. For you guys to still be here after TikTok, for you guys to subscribe to me after I told you guys to subscribe. And listen, I know a lot of people on TikTok who have millions of followers and they cannot get subscribers on YouTube. Even if they tell their followers every single day, them people are not going to subscribe. So the fact that you guys had faith in my podcast and you guys subscribed, I am, it puts me in tears, because I'm so thankful. Like, I worked so hard. I endured so much hate, and the support is crazy. And I'm just really, really happy that I get to embark on a new journey. And I'm also happy that with this TikTok ban, ain't shit stopping over here at the Shakira Mariam show, because guess what? We popping on YouTube now, okay? But I do want to say that I'm really thankful for you guys, and I'm really thankful for all my TikTok heads who came to my YouTube and had faith in my podcast and put me in a position where I can still create and just put out content for you guys and be appreciated. And I just, yeah, fuck, I'm crying again, bitch. Give me a tissue. Oh my god. But you know what? That's it for this video. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm emotional as fuck. When I think about my podcast and I think about y'all, I start fucking crying. But I really do love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys very soon. Okay? And stay pretty, stay gold, and it's silk press season. It's sewing season. So get your sewings, okay. But I'll see you guys. Besos.